you guys are doing well and having the most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video we are going to be unboxing the Lush Fresh and Flowers box for the month of March. Honestly, I cannot quite believe we are already in March. I'm still not believing it now, even though we are over halfway through. Still insane to me. But anyway, we are going to be unboxing the March box. Now, I do just want to tell you guys something. It's heartbreaking, it's devastating, but I feel like it's my duty as a Lush fan to let you guys know that Lush have decided to stop the Fresh and Flowers box. Honestly, it hit hard, I tell you. I absolutely love the Fresh and Flowers box. I have had multiple of them and had the best time. I actually have an entire playlist on YouTube just dedicated to the Fresh and Flowers boxes, and I have never had a bad experience. I absolutely love them. From day one of getting it, I just absolutely fell in love with it. So it is a shame. However, I do predict there's probably going to be something in its place. I'm excited to see what it is. I have no idea at this current moment in time what it's going to be, but I'm very excited to see. So fingers crossed we get something else, because that would be delightful. And I do just want to say as well, if you want to get your hands on the last ever Fresh and Flowers box, you have time to sign up as you're watching this video. I think you might have until March 24th. I might be wrong, but I think that might be right, to sign up and get April's box, which is going to be the last one. I'm honestly gutted. I'm really sad, but I am excited to dive in and unbox this with you guys. And I do just want to say as well, if you guys want to sign up for the box or you want to buy any Lush items ever in the future, I do actually have a Lush affiliate link, which is always down below in my description. You guys have been using it and it truly means the world to me that you guys have been using it. I do earn a very small commission of anything you guys buy. Currently until March 31st, you can get a bottle of the Sticky Dates hair primer. Again, when you're in the UK spending more than £15 and using my link. So if you guys want to buy anything, then my link is down below. But anyway, complete ramble over. Let's dive into this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoy and carry on watching. That kind of rhymed and I kind of love it. So this month's box, I have seen zero spoilers and sneak peeks, so I'm very excited to see what we have in store for us. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful box. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely so excited. Look at that. How stunning is that? I can't. So this box is the Mother Nature Fresh and Flowers box. I am assuming this is all Mother's Day themed, which I'm very excited about. There are some really beautiful products in here, which I cannot wait to share with you. So let me just grab the ingredients list from underneath. Again, that is the only thing with these boxes that is a little bit fiddly when I'm trying to do an unboxing, is that the ingredients list is always underneath all of the products, but it's fine. Let's just dig it out and see what we have inside. I'm so excited. Okay besties, so let's start off strong with the face mask of the box, and this is the Mother Nature Fresh face mask, and on the front it says, "The earth has awoken and she brings freshly picked sage and parsley to soothe and brighten, just in time for just in time for spring too," is what it says. In terms of ingredients, it has things like kaolin. We've also got oat straw powder, which I have no idea what that is. We have got fresh sage, bergamot oil, we've got sandalwood oil, we've got nettle powder, we have got marshmallow root extract. I am very excited to see what this smells like. It's giving like really fresh, earthy, mud kind of vibes, which scares me a bit. If you guys know me, I don't like the earthy smell, so this kind of colour is always a red flag. Like, I look at it and think, is that going to smell like a garden? But let's give it a go. You can definitely smell the sage. It's very sagey and very savoury, if that makes any sense, but at the same time it does smell a little bit floral, and it has a little bit more of a spa-like scent to it kind of in the background. But the sage and like the kind of savoury notes of the ingredients, if that makes sense, like are the main thing when you smell it, if that makes sense. But this is what she looks like. I am very excited to give it a try. The one from last month, if you guys didn't see, last month's box was insane. I absolutely loved it. I used it all month, and I've been honestly so gutted to be finishing it because it was so good. But this one I'm very excited about, and it says it's very soothing, which I need definitely in the month of March. Next up, we have something which I don't think we've had in a box before. This is insanely interesting, and this is the Blossom Bath Oil. I'm sorry, how cute is this tiny tiny bottle. This is so cute. This is a little 60-gram bottle, which would be perfect for a little travel shower gel or something. I absolutely love this one. And on the front it says, enchant your bath with freshly plucked charismanthemum. Hang on, that is a flower which I can never pronounce. I can't even pronounce. Chrysanthemums? You're probably all screaming it at the screen, but I honestly no idea. Plus skin softening walnut and sunflower oils for a gentle kiss of hydration. And ingredients wise, we have got things like walnut oil, we've also got ylang ylang oil. It's really weird at the moment. I feel like the ingredients are, they kind of have like a really weird name, and then in brackets it will say like ylang ylang oil, and I don't know whether it means the same thing. Like one thing says Kenanga adorata flower oil, and then in brackets it's like ylang ylang oil. So when I'm reading the ingredients, a lot of it is kind of skimming over my brain. Anyway, this is what she looks like. Absolutely adorable little bottle, if I do say so myself. The colour is giving earthy, so we're gonna open it and smell it together and see what it's like. It literally looks like olive oil in a bottle. Ooh, oh wow. Okay, scent wise that's really good. Can you hear the birds? I think there are some birds outside. That's really cute. That's really nice. That is, it's like, it's really hard to describe that smell. It's just very subtle. It kind of smells like Butterball almost. Very similar to Butterball, actually. That is how I would describe it. But that is really interesting. I don't know how I'm going to get those flowers out though when I need to recycle it, but I love the look of that. Next up in the box, we have this. I honestly have no idea what this is. So, okay, interesting. This is the Rose Jam Dusting Powder. And it says, scenting with Disneying, I've got Disney on the brain. Dizzying florals, rose and geranium, this beloved jammy fragrance is waiting for you beneath a bed of fresh red rose petals. For a touchable softness, dust on absorbent coconut milk powder and silky tapioca starch. And ingredients in this one, we have got coconut milk powder, lemon oil, we have got rose oil, rose extract. If you guys don't know what rose jam smells like, essentially it explains it in the name. It's a jammy rose scent. It's like rose mixed with, I don't know, like a strawberry jam, I guess. It's a very beautiful scent. Ooh, okay, this is really fun. So they've basically put it in a, like in a muslin cloth. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see. Oh my god, it's so good. That smells, I'm salivating. Honestly, that is delicious. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, and I really don't want to spill it all over the carpet. But it is in a muslin cloth. Can you guys see? And I guess I would just pick up the whole thing, dab it on the skin. Works very similar to like a talcum powder and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm obsessed with that. And the fact it smells like rose jam. Oh, it smells like Christmas. Oh, that's so good. The next item we have got is the Wild Violet Body Scrub. Now, I think we got one of these in last month's box as well, and I have a feeling it smelled like Chelsea Morning. I might be wrong, but I think it did, and it was delicious. I absolutely loved it. It's very, like, solid, but almost when you get it wet it dissolves and it really rubs into the skin beautifully. This one says, inspired, I can already see what this smells like. My mum is going to be so jealous. Mum, if you're watching, I will cut this in half if you want some. Let me know. This one says, inspired by tenacious flowers. Is that how you pronounce it, tenacious? Growing in concrete jungles. The verdant aroma of curbside violet will scent your skin as you buff the softening sea salt. Oh, with softening sea salt, sorry. Beautiful alipe and kabuchi butters restore moisture and leave behind silky softness. And ingredients wise, we have got fine sea salt, kabuchi butter. We've also got rosewood oil, jasmine extract, violet leaf absolute. Let me open it. It's gonna smell like Parma violets, but like a more natural smell. It's going to smell like Curbside Violet, which is basically a violet fragrance. Oh, it's so good. Ugh, that's delish. Oh my goodness. If you like Parma Violets, if you're in the UK, you'll know what that is. If you are not in the UK, please Google it. It's Parma Violets, and they are basically violet sweets. I feel like you love them or you hate them. It's similar to like blackjacks. You either love them or you hate them, that kind of vibe. This smells exactly like Parma Violets. A little bit more natural smelling though than like the synthetic sweet smell, but oh, it's so delicious. That is so good. And again, this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful violet colour, of course, and it is like a hard scrub, so it's not just going to crumble, but once you get it wet, it does start to crumble and it works into the skin beautifully. The one I had last month again was so good. Oh, I cannot wait to use that. That is phenomenal. 10 out of 10. The next item we have is this, and this is, oh, okay, that is so interesting. I thought that was going to be a massage bar. Turns out this is the Parsley Rosemary Daikon. Oh, I'm going to pronounce that wrong. It's Daikon. Daikon deodorant. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see. It's this one here. I have completely pronounced that wrong, but that's really interesting. This says, inspired by homemade whipped butters adorned with fresh parsley and rosemary, this deodorant uses nature's bounty of fine cornstarch and daikon radish juice. I have no idea what that is. To see to unpleasant aromas. Pinch a small piece and smooth under your armpits to absorb excess moisture, soften the skin and eliminate unwanted smells. And in terms of ingredients, we have got things like almond oil, we have also got shea butter, we've got lavender oil, we have got oak moss extract. We know how I feel about the oak moss. I don't like it. Everything with oak moss in it smells like a wet mossy gardeny smell, and it's just not for me. I've never found something that I can get over with that smell. However, oh, whoa, okay, I'm gonna melt some onto my hand and smell it because oh, that texture, that is interesting. That texture is very similar. I don't know if you guys are ever going to remember this product, but Lush, they might even still have it. They used to do a facial cream, and I cannot remember what it was called, but you'd put it on and it would leave your skin really matte. What was it called? But it was phenomenal. But before makeup, it was insane. This is kind of giving that same texture. Oh, okay. So I'm going to be honest. If I smelt this in a shop, it does lean more towards, I don't want to say a masculine smell because we're in 2026 and a smell is a smell, but it smells like a typical masculine deodorant. Do you know what I mean? Like a very much stronger, pungent, richer smell. However, it's delicious. I actually really like that, which is surprising considering it has oak moss in it, because normally, as I said, I would be running for the high heels in this one because I just don't like it. But that's beautiful. It has some dried flower petals on it. Really fun. Oh, I love that. And of course, this wouldn't be a fresh and flowers box without the flowers. Mine, I'm not gonna lie, have seen better days. I won't lie. This has been in my fridge for about a day, so we are looking a little bit worse for wear. However, I will put them in some water and see if I can spring them back up again. It might be a little bit late. Fingers crossed we can get them looking a little bit nicer, just for a couple days, which would be good. And last but definitely not least is the cutest product I have ever seen, and I deliberately saved it till last because this is so cute. Look at this. I'm sorry. That is the cutest thing I have ever seen, and this is the Spring Frolicking facial gummy wash. So if you guys didn't see, I think it was Mother's Day, Lush released a few facial washes in the gummy shape. This is so cute. I love this, and I love the fact this is going to be a good few uses as well. It's not just a one-use thing. So this is, as I said, the Spring Frolicking gummy facial wash. It says the cows are out grazing in open grassy pastures, and this carrageenan gummy has filled up on hydrating glycerin, softening coconut yogurt and creamy soya milk. Wet the gummy and rub between your hands to make a moisturizing lather. Wash your face with the foam and rinse off. Pat your gummy dry to stick it on your tiles. That's so funny that you can stick, if I stick this on the bathroom tiles, Ryan's going to be so confused. But it does make me want to do it more because look how cute he is. In terms of ingredients, we have got coconut yogurt. We've also got orange oil, we've got patchouli oil, we have got carrageenan extract. I need to smell this immediately because this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Right, can I get in it? Or no, this is going to be impossible. Hello? Why can I not get it out? This is a serious issue. I'm scared I'm going to rip this and it's going to go on the floor. Oh, there we go. Shut up. That. Okay, no, you're going to think I'm crazy. If you know me, you'll know I hate Aquamarina. Okay, Aquamarina facial cleanser smells like fish to me. I hate it. However, it technically shares the smell with Milky Bath, and I love Milky Bath. Now this smells like Milky Bath mixed with, do you remember those chewy sweets we used to get, and they were little milk bottles but they would taste like milk? I haven't had them in years. That's what this smells like, mixed with Milky Bath. That is honestly heavenly. That is a smell. That is a favourite smell. That is delicious. Oh my goodness. Okay, how can I wrap this back up? Because it's gonna get everything moist, which I don't want. That is, honestly, that's delicious. I love that. I actually think this might be my favourite item out of the box. That is so good. I love it. And my mouth's salivating now, so that's great. So that is everything for the Lush Fresh and Flowers box for the month of March. I would love to know down below, what did you guys think of this box? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you get it? Did you not get it? I would love to know. And also, are you guys planning on picking up the last ever box in the month of April? Please let me know down below. Also, I do just want to say a massive, massive thank you to Lush for sending me this box. Again, it truly doesn't go unnoticed how generous you guys are, and it truly makes my day every single time. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. And Lush, thank you so much for the box. I absolutely loved it. 10 out of 10. Just the best. So again, that's everything for today's video. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. On this channel, we upload so much content of Lush, of books, of vlogs, everything in between. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.